Races 360 has been targeted.
Everyone just be ready.
Red light blinking. Gates crash back. They're off and racing. Star Glitter had missed it today. It's back there in the ruck early. More Races came out, fired up. He's desperate to try and cross City Circle, who's going to just try and kick across onto the rails. More Races had to burn a bit to be there, but at the 800 worked its way to the front. City Circle and DeAndy's third, Akina Kuri fourth. Then came Metallic Bell. Around at City Chant, parked out off the track, being followed by Illuminized. Star Glitter back there today, shuffled out to almost last, and over on its outside is Passaggero. More Races led them up to the home corner at the 450. 3/4 in front from the grey DeAndy's and City Chant, who's out there wide working. Behind them came City Circle, waiting for the run to come at the top of the home straight. Then Metallic Bell, Akina Kuri. More Races by the 250. DeAndy's levels up with it. No run, City Circle. And then City Chant, Akina Kuri starting to thread its way through. DeAndy's reaches the lead with 100 metres left to go. DeAndy's, More Races fights back Akina Kuri, and here comes Passaggero. Passaggero flying. DeAndy's, though, I think, scrambled in. Maybe it's DeAndy's in an upset here from Passaggero, who sprouted wings late. City Circle got out late, and Akina Kuri is there as well, with More Races a busy finish. Star Glitter, City Chant, Illuminize and Metallic Bell last of them home. DeAndy's, Craig Staples. Oh, he's a difficult one to follow, DeAndy's. Out to $26 here. He's held on, number 7 from 8, Passaggero. 7 and 8 numbers here ahead of one. More Races fighting back in on the fence. And 4th, 3, Akina Kuri. City Circle is in that cluster in 5th placing. 7, 8, 1 and 3. They are. It's DeAndy's that has bobbed up, as he can do from time to time, this 9-year-old. 12 victories, 79 starts. Prepared by Mark Wright and ridden by Craig Staples. Passaggero at about $21. Passenger, 7-year-old for Holly Taylor. Patrick Carberry wins in another step. It was coming so quickly from the back, but the pace had been on. 104.29. They were frying in front, and a long head ahead with the margins, with More Races having to be used up by Chris Graham, and it was a blistering speed through the first 400 that they were setting. And DeAndy's camped up there as well, so he's done a super job to do at both ends of the race. Home in 34.97. All honours with him. He might be getting on in years and becoming a bit of a rinso. 9-year-old grey by Detroit from Antofagasta for the 327 syndicate. JD, Mrs. S. Frierson, Mrs. C. Wright, Mark Wright, and Bullet Staples aboard. Has got him home from Passaggero by Passenger from Sister Golden Hair, and More Races by Zizou from London Road, Jim Taylor and Chris Graham. A big finish there, though, in the key clean handicap. So the second leg of the quaddie has provided a few surprises, that is for sure. Race 6, the Penfolds, handicap 1,000 metres the next at 6 o'clock. No changes whatsoever. He's been a wonderful money spinner. Certainly over the time, there's no doubt about that, DeAndy's. Let's go down and find out a bit more. Mark Wright's about to catch up with Britt Taylor in the yard.
He is indeed, but I don't think that Craig Staples were confident that DeAndy's has won. Paddy Carberry's brought Passaggero down to the winner's enclosure, and Craig is just coming out of the back stalls to come down and bring him into the winner's stall, because clearly the boys out there, Mark, didn't think that it went your way, but it did.
No, he was definitely catching him on the line. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer than what it actually was, but no, that was a great run. Nice to see the old boy back.
9 years old, is evergreen. Did you think that he was capable of a run like that today?
I was expecting him to run top 3. I wasn't expecting him to win today. I thought we were going to get pipped probably 50 metres out. But it's not his favourite track. So to see him run like that, it's absolutely awesome.
Darren said he's a hard horse to catch. What is the ideal circumstances for him in a race?
Look, I would have said lead, but today he didn't. He came up beside the leader later on, and look, as I say, that's an awesome run for him. That's probably the best race he's ever run.
And And at 9 years old, it's a credit to your training performance. Well done.
Thank you very much for that.
And I might head over to the owner because there's a wonderful story about this horse. We've just had the yearling sales and how you pick out a yearling. 9 years old, so it's, well, I guess 8 years ago now. How did you come to get this horse?
Well, we've shared this before.
You have to share the story publicly because it's a wonderful story.
Well, I think there were 5 or 6 weanlings in the, pre-sale, and from Yarradale Stud, and as I walked along the road, there was a young lady caring for them, and I said, if you were buying one of these weanlings, which one would you buy? And she said, I'd buy that one.
And at the time, he was black.
Black.
Amazing. And now as a 9-year-old, he certainly isn't that way. Congratulations on the win.
That's very lovely.
Now, Craig Staples, you obviously didn't think that you'd won because you took him up the other end.
Definitely not. I thought Paddy got me at the line because, done a bit of work early and he was really struggling in the line, but he knows how to stick his nose out when he needs to.
9 years old. Was that the best run of his career?
Oh, I don't know. He's done a few of these. Actually, a few of the jockeys were commenting behind the barriers. That horse pops up when you don't expect it. I said, I know he does.
And today was that day. Go get the photo. Well done.
Thank you.
Craig Staples and Mark Wright combining with the horse that pops up when you're least expecting it, De Andes.